Hello, this is FurryMurry7, and I thought it would be a good idea to try to do one of the challenge maps without any upgrades. And so, to show you that I don't have any upgrades, I just show you this. I just have the only upgrade I have is the ballistic armor one, that gives you the 25% resistance to gunfire, but that doesn't count in the 100 to 1 map. So that's just to prove that I don't have any upgrades. I'm just doing this at the beginning of the game. This is just me doing the 100 to 1 map with Batman. Remember that this map, you can only get this map from the Deathstroke DLC. You can get that DLC if you pre-ordered the game or if you bought the game brand new retail. So otherwise you'll have to buy it separately. And so this is also what you're seeing here is kind of me getting used to the combat system in Arkham Origins, since I'm doing this near the beginning. And in fact, one of the combat maps was the first thing that I did before I even played the story mode. I did this, and there were a lot of there was a few subtle changes to the combat system. Some of them I liked, some of them I didn't like, and I actually am doing more combat videos. The training challenges. I'm doing a series of videos on not just how to get 3 medals in the training challenges, but I'm also giving you some more tips and strategies on how you can improve your game, and giving you some tips and hints that the game doesn't really seem to give. So I guess they were probably hoping you would figure out some of this on your own while you play it, but I'm just telling you in my video series on how to make it faster. So go ahead and click that button, or you can look at the annotation. You can look at the down below in the video description, and then you can see the link. You can just click the link, and it will take you to my series on combat training. Now, as for this fight, I think I did fairly well, considering the fact that there's only a few moves I can do. As you watch, you'll see that I kind of keep doing the same moves over and over. That's partly because there's really not many things I can do. I mean, I can do batarangs, strikes, counters, and cape stuns, and aerial attacks. Now, one of the things I don't like, I don't know if this is a bug or glitch, or whether they intentionally put this into the game, that you can't do aerial attacks the same way anymore. They made it so that aerial attacks, whenever you perform a directed aerial attack, that's where you're about to aerial attack someone, and then you press the X button in a different direction, and then you end up jumping on a different enemy. I like doing those better than I doing regular aerial attacks, because a lot of times when you're about to do an aerial attacks, the enemies hit you while you're in the air, and then it makes you lose your combo. And I found that doing a directed aerial attack instead of a regular aerial attack is usually a better idea. but they changed it so that when you do a directed aerial attack, you automatically perform a ground takedown. I don't know. It might be a glitch, but I have no idea how they could miss something so big. Directed aerial attack, and you automatically perform a ground takedown. And so when I started playing this, I first got the game in the mail. This is actually the first thing I did. This combat map right here. And I kept losing my combo seemingly for no reason. I didn't really understand what was going on. I finally figured it out that when you perform a directed aerial attack, you automatically do a ground takedown, a ground finisher. And there's no way to escape it. And so, and that's really bad, because directed aerial attacks. If you played Arkham City, you know what I'm talking about. The directed area attacks had two purposes. One, they were better than regular aerial attacks because it was a lot more difficult for enemies to hit you while you're in the middle of doing one of those. Doing a regular aerial attack, enemies hit you all the time. And the other thing about directed aerial attacks is that you could use them to save yourself if you accidentally did an aerial attack on the wrong person. Because we all know that certain enemies, like the armored enemies and the ninjas, those enemies cannot be aerial attacked. And so if you stun one and you accidentally aerial attack one, you can save yourself by in the first part of the aerial attack, you can just pull back your stick towards another enemy, press the strike button, and then you'll end up jumping onto a different enemy. And so so aerial attacks were used as a means to save your combo if you accidentally did it to the wrong enemy, which could happen sometimes because, you know, the game. Now I'm not going to complain because the game does a very, very good job of trying to guess which enemy you wanted to hit. It usually does a very good job of that, so I'm not going to complain. A lot of games are not the same way at all. But it wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect. The auto targeting system sometimes targeted the wrong enemy. So the directed aerial attacks were what I used, and so I hate that they take it away. I mean, I suppose you can still perform one, but there's no point in doing that anymore because you'll just lose your combo. Because the character will automatically go for a ground finisher, and then you lose your combo. So it's like they took that feature away, in my opinion. That's how I feel. I don't know. Tell me how you feel about that in the comments. But another thing that I noticed right away when I played this game is Batman's outfit. Okay, I absolutely love Batman's outfit. It is amazing, and the thing about his suit in the previous games, I noticed this right away when I was playing Arkham Asylum. Okay, his suit in those games doesn't really look like armor. It looks like he's wearing pajamas with feet in them. It doesn't look like it really has the ability to really protect his body. It looks like it's made of like rubber or cloth. It doesn't look very intimidating at all. And Batman's supposed to look intimidating. And not only that, since we know that Batman has no real powers like Superman, and he relies only on his intelligence and his cunning and his fighting ability, because he gets into close combat all the time. I mean, it's not like Green Arrow, where he tries to make sure that he keeps distance between him and his enemies. Batman gets into close quarters combat all the time. That's his thing. And so his armor looks like it needs to be able to protect his body in close quarter combat. His armor should look like it should be able to protect him. And in the other games, it was terrible. I put up with it, of course. I'm not going to say that this is a terrible game just because I don't like his suit, but and I understand what they tried to do. The reason why they made the suit look like that in Arkham Asylum is because they wanted to be true to the comic books, or whatever. I understand that, but there are still those of us who want to occasionally look at my character and see how awesome I look. And you don't look awesome in the previous games. This suit looks a lot more... It looks more like armor and less like... I don't know. A suit, really. Yeah. And that's what I like to see. I like to see armor. On Batman, like in Arkham Asylum, in the Arkham Asylum game, after you beat the game, you unlock the after you get 100%, I don't remember which one, you unlocked the armored Batsuit for use only in the challenge maps. But I mean, that suit looked awesome. It looked a lot better than the regular suit they had you wear, and so I don't know. I'm glad in Arkham Origins that you start the game wearing a decent looking suit. So that's what I wanted to say. Well, thank you very, very much for watching. Make sure that you please like and subscribe. Also, I also have a series of videos on the radio broadcasts. I go through all of the radio broadcasts that you can encounter in the game on your cryptographic sequencer. And so, you can just click the link in the video description to watch that. And thank you very much for watching. This video is part of TGN's Way Movement, a career path in video. For more info, check out my channel, or go to tgn.tv.